Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, it's your number one fat Asian coming to you again with another one of these sell the whole goddamn team and rebuy brand new. Well, this time we're doing a team, well, as Rihanna likes to say, they're in crisis right now. We are doing Barcelona. Already did Arsenal. I know all you guys were thinking it. Bans and all that good stuff. Already did them. Check it out. I'll leave a link to that at the end of this video. But with the exodus of Neymar and then the massacre during the domestic cup between Real Madrid, a lot of people have been calling for heads to roll out there. People are starting to question the legacy of Lionel Messi. Don't get it twisted. Lionel Messi is still the best player in the world. But let's just say hypothetically that Barcelona went ahead and sold every single player on the roster. They went full nuclear. How much money would that accrue to them? Well, went up on SoFifa.com. I did my Asian duties and tallied up all of the math. There's a lot of math to be mathed right there. And the grand total of players when everyone was sold on the team, not including loans, was 727.3 billion. 727. That is astronomical. The second highest was Manchester United, and I think that was only like 540. So with 727 billion, you can essentially buy 2 teams over of world-class talent. And that is exactly what I did. But before we get into the team, I want to preface this by saying I put a couple of parameters on myself. One, I couldn't rebuy, Barcelona players that are currently on the team. And 2, since we are going to be in La Liga, I thought it'd be a little bit cheap for me to go ahead and buy players away from the top contender in Real Madrid. So no Real Madrid players. Also on top of that, when I took a look at team construction here, I went for players that I felt like would actually fit the Barcelona style of play. So players that are very creative, very good at dribbling, and of course excellent at passing. So with that said, this is the starting lineup that 727.3 million sterling will buy you. Starting off on the left wing, replacement for Neymar over here is Eden Hazard. You're going to be hard pressed to find a left winger that is going to be on par with the likes of Ronaldo or Neymar. Eden Hazard's probably like the third tick down that list, and I mean, he's a phenomenal player. He's got excellent dribbling. He can be a playmaker when he wants to, better than average strength for someone his size. At the striker position, you got Paulo Dybala. If you're gonna lose a world-class left-footed Argentinian, best way to replace him, another potentially world-class left-footed Argentinian. Didn't have the strongest of, Champions League finals. I do understand, but he plays for a great team, and he's 22. What is he, 22, 23? He's gonna be absolutely gangbusters, and that's who we have up on top. Cheated a little bit on this one. Technically, he has signed, and he's a current player over at Barcelona, but in FIFA, he's not there yet. He is not there yet. So we're going Ousmane Dembele. I think he's a fantastic player in real life as well in the game. Now I feel like the main weakness of Barcelona now is that Iniesta is kind of a shell of his former self. Xavi has moved on, and without those critical pieces, the tiki-taka is kind of dead there. They just don't have the pieces to make that machine run. So I felt like the midfield was a very key area. So starting off, Paul Pogba. He's a guy who can pretty much do it on. Honestly, as much as it pains me to say this, as a Manchester United fan, I could easily see him moving on in a couple of years, to the likes of a Real Madrid or a Barcelona. At the CDM position, we have Matuidi. Maybe not the same type of presence of, a calming presence as Busquets, but that, accelerated athleticism in that position. Plus, he's a kind of an older player, brings a little bit of veteran savvy. And then a player that has been linked with Barcelona for, the past couple of seasons, and that is Marco Verratti of PSG. Has, I believe, the highest passing stat in the game. We take a look at that short passing. Oh, okay, this is one of the highest short passings in the game right there. Phenomenal long passing as well at 87. Yeah. Not only will these 3 midfielders be key creatives going ahead and driving forward for Barcelona, all 3 of them can stick their foot in. Verratti has played a little bit at CDM. Matuidi is a natural CDM, and Pogba, while he's not a natural CDM, he can pretty much do it all in the midfield. In the back line, replacing Jordi Alba is Alex Sandro, one of the most athletic fullbacks, a great attacking option. I think when Barcelona was at its best, they had 2 great attacking fullbacks. Dani Alves comes to mind. He was absolutely brilliant back in the day. So for the other side, I opted for great attacking fullback. In Finalizing, hopefully he returns from his injury at full pace, and then look at him. He can go forward, he can drive forward, he can actually do a little bit of finishing. He even's got long shots like Danny Alves used to do. Love it, love it, love it. And the two center backs I opted for are some of the better passing center backs in the world. That is Bonucci. While his short passing is only 75, his long passing is exquisite, 83. And it's the same thing on the other side. We're going with Toby Alderboys. And as you can see, also short passing 77, which is actually pretty good, but then his long passing 81. And in between the sticks, I splurged a little. We have 727 million, so I was like, okay, just get Neuer, because not only is he the best keeper in the game, also he's one of the best passers of the game. He also happens to be like one of the strongest and one of the fast. He's really good. Really good. As for the bench, we have a squad that could probably beat Liverpool. That's how good they are. You got Pepe Reina, you got Marquinhos at the center back position. Once again, another good center back who can kind of pass it well. We have Coutinho. We actually bought Coutinho. He's going to be sitting behind Hazard, but we got him. Gabriel Jesus is the backup striker. Sari in the midfield has actually been rumored. Weigl is another kind of creative CDM player that they can use. Musacchio is another solid center back, can play with the ball at his feet. Christian Pulisic, maybe a little bit of a homer pick from me over here, but I think the way that he plays, the way that he is able to be both a playmaker and a scorer, he would incorporate quite well in with the Barcelona side. You got Kurzawa as a backup fullback. You got Fabinho as a backup fullback, also can play a little bit at CDM. Saul can play anywhere in the midfield. And yeah, this full combined team that we bought still wasn't 727. We left out maybe like 10 million. But now, as you can see, we have taken this squad, this customized squad, and we are in it. We are in La Liga. January of 2016. And during usually a lot of these experiments, I'll just go ahead, sim forward to the end and see what happens. But in this one, this is a one season challenge type of deal, okay? We've already bought this side, but we still have, we go ahead and we take a look in the office. There's still 125 million pounds just sitting there waiting for us to spend. So I think, why not? Let's go ahead and spend it. All right, so the main weakness of the team that I assembled, I feel like, is the creativity in the midfield. While Pogba can be a game breaker at times, he kind of fails to make the short pass, the 1-2 stuff, he's just a little bit sloppy with, and I just don't think he's up to the par of the caliber of Verratti. Now, we were to bring back, once again, maybe cheating a little bit, bring back the old guard, get Thiago up in here. You know, it makes a lot of sense. He's been through the Barcelona system. He knows how to play in that midfield. He has played in that midfield before. Trade out Saul, 40 million going the other way. Hello, Thiago into this midfield. And then the second one right here, as much as I love Gabriel Jesus, I have him on my fantasy team. Please score some more goals. I feel like up top, we're a little bit light. You know what I'm saying? We're one-dimensional. We're trying to finesse everything through with the likes of Ousmane Dembele, with Paulo Dybala, and that makes you one-dimensional in the way that you can attack the ball. So I think a big target man who can still kind of pass the ball around. I know not a lot of English players go over there. It might not be the most realistic, but if you just look at it from a personnel standpoint, I think Sir Harry of Kane would actually fit into the squad quite well. So we're doing 50 million and Gabriel Jesus going the other way, which leaves us 35 million left in this transfer window. So let's go ahead, sim it up to January 1st of 2017. And guys, right now with the roster that I have created, first, do you think that this roster that I made is better than the Barcelona that is currently there without Neymar and all that such? Let me know by voting up in the iThings. And secondly, do you think this team is good enough to beat Real Madrid and win the league? Let me know. Vote up in the iThings right here. But until then, let's go ahead, take it away, Joey Wheeler. Go time wizard! Alright, we sit on January 5th of 2017. This is just so that I can take a peek at the season, see how it's going for us. And let's first peek. Our Mandarin 73. It's pretty promising. Let's go into player stats, the halfway point. Oh, look at my boy. I knew it. Who needs Neymar? Eden Hazard going ahead and killing it alongside Paulo Dybala and Paul Pogba, both netting, I believe, 7 goals. Yeah, we looking pretty nice. Right now. Look at this. Real Madrid is all the way down. Morata is all the way down in 14th place. All right, let's check out assist leader, though. Not as good. Ronaldo in 3rd place right there. And we have no one. Oh, Pogba coming in 14th place with only 3. All right, but I mean, he had 3. He's in second place. Batista and Johnny over here had 4 apiece. So greedy in La Liga, to say the least. Okay, last. I mean, did we expect anything less from the German mountain himself? Manuel Neuer coming in bins, top bins, man. 9 clean sheets. A Lux. Apparently, Calix is playing keeper. Ooh, you guys remember that? Good times. All right, we're looking pretty good. It's looking pretty spicy right here. I think we're winning the league. Check it out. 6 points at the halfway. Damn. God effing damn. We've taken 2 L's this season, but 12 wins, 2 draws. Our goal differential, we've scored the highest amount of goals, although Real Madrid is only 2 behind us on that. But our defense is locked down. Look at that. 8 goals conceded in 16 games played. That is phenomenal, which nets us goal differential of 23. 38 points at the halfway. I wanted to keep the 35 million just in case we needed something else, but I think we're sitting kind of pretty right here. Well, apparently we sold someone because we have 61 million in our transfer budget. Who did we sell? All right, so I had a couple options to replace Osman over on the right wing. First up, there's a man that I was flirting with earlier, an Iron Robin, age 32. So maybe not the best plan for the long term, but for the short term, I think he would mesh well. He would definitely grab us a little bit of goals. But I think team play wise, he doesn't really incorporate well. He only has 1 foot that can really shoot on. Not really known for passing. So I thought a second option, I think the more preferable option, the style that he plays, is Enric Mkhitaryan. He gives you enough pace out on that right wing. He dribbles exquisitely. He can score a goal if he needs it, but I think he's kind of looking pass first, maybe do a little 1-2 with the likes of Paulo Dybala, with Thiago in the midfield. I think he would be fantastic. Right, he plays pretty well with Pogba, so I think I'm gonna go with him. The other option was to bring back Alexis Sanchez, but I think the price tag was just a little bit too much. Plus, he plays at the striker position naturally in the game, which doesn't guarantee they'll actually play out on the right mid and help me out in the system. One thing to note is that we have lost Toby to an injury. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at how long Mr. Toby's going to be out for. I can never pronounce his last name. Underworld. Toby, oh, he's been out for a long time. You know, he broke his MCL. That's not good. And he's going to be fit in 4 weeks. Hopefully, we have a couple other replacements in there, you know, 84 rated, 83 rated. And with the remainder of the window, I was trying to go in for Eric Bailly, but just the price was a little bit too high for us. So I settled on bringing in a veteran. We're bringing in Barzagli from Juventus just to see out the 4 weeks that Toby's going to be out on. So with that, with all the money spent with this roster totally revamped, I think we got a good shot. We got a good shot right here to continue on. So let's go ahead. Let's sim it to June 1st and see if the squad is good enough to win the league. Is the nuclear option the best way to go? Just sell everyone, totally redefine it. Can we do it within 1 season? Otherwise, that should be like the fucking manager of the year here. But anyway, take it away, Joey Wheeler. Go Time Wizard! Alright, we sit on June 1st of 2017. Sadly, as you can see, there's no Champions League. I did put them in the Champions League this year. Let's see where we went out along the way. Who knocked us out? Who knocked us out over here? It was, we lost to Bayern on pens! Come on, bro. Round of 16. Okay. Not the best for us. But let's see how we did in La Liga to see it out. All right, 60 rated, not a high thing of confidence, but let's go ahead. Let's take a look. Liga Santander, top goal getter was Oyarzabal of Real Sociedad. Hazard coming in 3rd place with 15, though. Not all too bad. Dybala with 13, and that is it. All right, we're kind of fading here. Assist Dybala with 12, though. Wow. Fantastic stuff from Florenzi coming in 6th place. Ronaldo up there with 6 as well. And then we're going in. Neuer clutching it out 13th. All right, so we faded a little bit in the second half, but I think we're gonna be all right, guys. Let's go ahead and click over on the table. Barcelona have won the league. We have come back 87 points to go ahead and see it out. Real Madrid did have a resurgence second half, I must say. Coming in, we had 26 wins, 9 draws, 3 losses, 68 goals for. We were the top scoring team in the league, no problemo. And then we let in 20 goals in the second half. I mean, it was a fantastic record, but I guess the loss of Toby over there did hurt us. But still, 6 points on top of Real Madrid, and there you guys freaking go. If you want to go the nuclear option, it takes 1 season, Barcelona. Go ahead, just blow it up. Bring in a goddamn brand new team. But anyway, if you did enjoy this type of video, go ahead and smush your nipple into that like button. And I'd like to know some of your suggestions on how to improve this series. Would you like me to go ahead play a couple of games so you can see this team play together? I was going to do, if we do make it all the way to the Champions League, I can go ahead and play the Champions League final for you guys as well. Or do you just like mostly simming in transfers? And that's how it goes in this one. But anyway, let me know up in the I think it's right here. And that is all from me, B-Monster. If you want to check out my other Sell 'em All career modes, go ahead and click over here, Jinx Poos. And if you want to check out this, my ultimate randomizer career, which I'm rebooting in a couple of days. Stay tuned for that one, but get acquainted with all the rules and such. Anyway, that is it from me, B-Monster. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Remember, stay yourself, stay humble, be wary. Every single day, the Fat Asian Nation grows fat.